How are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
Yo, what's up guys, hope you're good. We're back here now with a brand new career mode video, this time episode 2. As you can see, we've got to upgrade the ignition system to add on to the engine power from Australia to Bahrain, and hopefully that should help us around this Bahrain track, which has a few long straights. We have the run down to turn 1, and we have the back straight before that, and the second DRS zone as well. So we've got a fair amount of long straights, so hopefully it should help us around here. And as you can see, we are getting ready to do some R&D to get more points, get more R&D points, more resource points, and use it to upgrade our car over the season. And yeah, so we went out to do the track acclimatization program, and as you can see, just like last time, not really showing much. Just as you can see, you can finish the first lap now, and we've got 460, which was our best score, and the target score's like 445, so we've already beat it, but just went out. And then the second lap wasn't really that good, so just we need to do a good third lap so we can get the points to beat the target basically. And coming across now, open DRS should be enough. Is it? Yeah, easy enough. So yeah, that's sorted now, so we get 50 out of 50 points for that, 50 out of 50 like resource points from that. And like I said last time out, I don't really plan to do any of the tyre managements this season because it's just too much effort. 7 laps just can't be asked. And qualifying pace, just go out, and after doing that 3 laps in that program, the track acclimatization program, I thought I'd do like qualifying pace as well to see how the car is really in, well, with light fuel and just qualifying mode, to see how it is. And into turn 1, looking okay, bit of oversteer, but I don't know, the car, it's like, not, I wouldn't say inconsistent, but it just snaps when you least expect it, and it's a bit understeery, but once it snaps a lot. So, and coming into here now, we've got signs ahead of us blocking us on our lap, so our delta's like gone down, and yeah, that's not great at all because the tyres are already worn at this point, and they're only going to get worse over the 3 laps. And as you can see, he's still blocking us, going, but just like, I guess practicing that, but like he's so slow. So yeah, annoying for us, it really is, and that has pretty much destroyed our lap. And as you can see now, we're stuck into a slipstream because we know our car's just like slow on the straight, and as you can see, he covers the inside defense against us. We have to go around the outside, and yeah, lose a lot of time there. With like 3 tenths down now. We were like 4 or 5 tenths up at one point, and now we just crossed the line with 3 tenths down. He's still on our inside, giving us a challenge on the straight. We're starting lap 2 now. We're really not. This is not helping us at all. Not like, it's just not helping us at all, and we're already 3 tenths down on our time. And you'll get to see the car like later on in this lap, how much time we lose on the straight from the engine. As you can see, we'll go wide there, and yeah, invalidated. So our first lap wasn't great, our second lap's invalidated. We only have 1 lap left now, and if you look at the delta now, if it will show it, I don't think it will show it, but it's just on the straights we're just losing a lot. Like we're losing about 1/10, maybe 2 tenths like each straight, and there's about 3-4 straights on this track. So yeah, definitely losing a lot of time on the straights, which we kind of make up in the corners, but yeah, we have to improve the engine, that's for sure. But looking at resource points now, we've got 270 at the moment. Just remains 270, but looking at the future tracks coming up, like Russia, Spain, Monaco, Canada, there, some of them require power, but like tracks like Spain and Monaco, you don't really need power at all. And you can see qualifying goals there, qualify 11 for higher and beat our teammate Alonso. But yeah, like, we'll have to see about where to use our resource points. I think using it for aero would be nice. I think it would help us a lot rather than the engine for now. But when it comes to tracks like Canada and Baku, definitely will need engine power. And as you can see now, just using a stock setup once again, just to make it more competitive and harder to beats the rest of the field and my teammate as well. And I'm not even changing anything, just the fuel load, that's it. And like I said, brake pressure 75, I usually run 70, so that makes it even harder for me. Like, I just have to adapt to it. And you get to see now, end of lap 1, we opened the DRS and Ricardo set 31.7, we set a 32.2 I think, or 32.3, which puts us 7th place at the moment. We're only 4 tenths quicker than our teammate Alonso, and yeah, with only 5 minutes left now, we hope to get out on the track once again, and this time hopefully put a good lap in. So coming round now to start our lap, we open the DRS wide open, come across the line, we start the lap, and for turn 1 we want to be looking at the 100 meter board to brake there, and we brake just before that, not locking up, keeping in second gear, nicely turning in, and shift up the 3rd and 4th, then 5th around turn 2 and 3, and we come now to turn 4, we'll be looking for the 100 meter board once again, and we brake there nicely, drop down to 3rd gear, shift up to 4th on the exit, a bit of touch of oversteer, tiny bit of oversteer, but come across the line with 10th up on our time, 2 tenths up on Kimi Räikkönen at the moment, which is quite surprising. And we come now to this hairpin, bit tricky, but we don't lock up, we keep the car nice and tidy, but on the exit we get an oversteer and we lose about a 10th or half a 10th into, I think this turn 9 and 10, I'm too sure, but yeah, this time we get it a bit better than our last lap, gaining about 10th and a half through there. And as we shift up to 7th, we come now to brake at 100 meter, but once again turn in nicely and swiftly, 4th gear, 5th gear, and so far the lap's been okay, apart from that one mistake, the lap's been okay. We pick up Marble on the left there, which was quite surprising, but we're 4 tenths up on our time at the moment, 2 tenths up on Raikkonen's time as well, and it's only these 2 straights left now to finish our lap. Verstappen sets a 31.3, we're 4 tenths up on our time, but this could put us with a 31.7 or something. Come around the last corner, we're 5 tenths up now, but this will definitely be a 31.7 once we open the DRS and come across the line, and it's a 31.7, and that puts us 4th for the time being. But I want to see where that puts us in respect to Raikkonen, because there you go, like, we're right behind him, nearly about, what, 300ths of a second, and yeah, we just lost 2-3 tenths on that last straight, that back straight, and you can see how bad the engine is on that straight. But our teammate down in, I think it's 12th, so at least we'll beat him for now, but hopefully in the race he'll be much stronger. Resource points on 350 now, and as you can see, the rivalry update, we're on 19 out of 30 at the moment, pretty decent, and yeah, looking good so far. Listen to the voicemail now.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So the goals for the race is to finish 8th place or higher, beat Alonso, and I think the championship target was to be 12th or higher. So yeah, I think that's doable for sure. And looking at the strategy now, 2 stop, starting on supers, going on to the mediums, then the softs, so it should be good. But here we are now, the 5 lights go out, and we get a pretty decent start, I must say, but struggling on the traction as well a bit. And as you can see, the 2 Mercs, well, the Merc and the Williams are just basically pushing me, and Hamilton goes down the inside into turn 1. We've dropped down to 6th place from 4th to 6th. We tried to go around the outside here, and we get hit by, I think that was Rosberg we got hit by in turn 2, and we've dropped down to 11th, soon maybe 12th as well, but go down the inside here, trying to pick up. We get hit again from behind, I think it was a Toro Rosso, and we're up to 8th place at the moment with Massa on the left of us. Can we hold him off? It looks like we can, and now we're still staying 8th place right behind Perez, but that has been an abysmal start for us. We've gone from 4th down to 8th, and luckily we have no damage at the moment. And yeah, just a bit of a weird start there. Rosberg pushing us off the track at turn 2, and yeah, that was not great at all, but we'll get to see a replay of that later on. We've got Slipstream now on Perez. Will we go for a move down the inside here? Yes, we do, breaking 100 meter board, keeping on the inside, hitting the apex, giving him as much space as possible, and now we got up to 7th place, and that was quite surprising for me to see that on the straight. I was gaining time on him, but we pick up a 1 in there for extending. But yeah, like gaining time on Perez on the straight. I know I was in a slipstream in that, but yeah, it was just quite surprising to be able to get that close to overtake him. But either way, we'll come now to end of lap 1, missing the apex slightly there, but we are in the slipstream of Rosberg. I doubt we'll be able to gain anything on the straight, and as you can see, Verstappen's actually leading, so the Red Bulls are doing pretty good so far. And yeah, it looks like they have a good chance of winning this race. But we'll go down the inside of Rosberg into turn 1. Again, side by side into turn 2. Will it give us this? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He pushes off the track. He's still there. And we have Perez right behind us now. What will he do? He pushes us. Just unreal, man. These AIs. Just, Perez just punted me into the wall. I have no clue, like, why or how he did that. There was lots of space on the right. We just didn't want it. And here we have, like, the replay of lap 1, where we're just minding our own business and we get hit by Rosberg on the inside. Controlling the oversteer a few times there, but here we have lap 2. Again, Rosberg just pushing us off the track, and we come back on the track, everything good. Lots of space on the right for Perez there, and he just spins us, like punts us into the wall. I mean, like, what does he want me to do? Like, drive off the track on the left or something? Like, I don't think there was any more space I could have given him to go down inside, but oh well, we have to make our way back up from 19th now, and yeah, it's been a terrible race so far. We go down the inside of Palma to get ourselves back up to 18th, and yeah, it's just been a poor race so far. In 2 laps our race has been destroyed, and we can only hope for a safety car right now. And we nearly hit Ericsson there, just the last minute reactions, that last second reactions, and just about missed him. Could have been worse with another end plate damage there, but only the one so far, or the orange on the left. But yeah, now we go down the inside of Ericsson as well, go up to 17th place, but as you can see, the leads are pretty much gone. They're on the other straight, and yeah, Jeff asking us for a different strategy. We go down inside of Harrianto as well. We have no time to waste at the moment. We just want to go for every move possible to make our way back up the field. And you can see through here how much understeer this car has. It's just the front wing damage is costing us major. And car ahead of us now is Gutierrez on the soft tyres. We'll put into rich mix, hoping to make a move on the inside. This time should be easier than the other ones. Go down the inside, and yeah, just still side by side with us actually, but we go to the outside, picking a better line, switch back to the inside. Now we have the better run for turn 3 or turn 4 on his outside. Can we brake late and stay ahead? Breaking 100 meter but once again, and it looks like we have stayed ahead for the time being, and that's good news for us. We move up to 15th place, right behind Nazar. We've got DRS on him as well. Rich mix. Will we go for a dive bomb on the inside? It wasn't really a dive, we just went for the inside and took that. So yeah, half dive bomb, let's say. And we move ourselves up to 14th place. Again, understeering through that corner like mad. And it's lap 4 now, it's time to pit. We're losing too much time with that front wing damage. Pit in for medium tyres now. And hopefully we could use our pace, the pace we had in qualifying, to catch up and undercut on these medium tyres if we can. But look at this, they're taking so long to put on that front wing. 10 seconds. They needed 10 seconds to put like the front wing back on. Like, I've seen like drivers be able to do that, or pit stops from Red Bull, Mercedes, 8 or 9 seconds, but and yeah, for us in the McLaren it's 10 seconds, and you get to see our teammates in the pits, so he'll be getting on new tyres now. But that's Ricardo on the left there. Not entirely sure what's happened to him. He was doing good early on in the race, going top 6, top 5, and he's suddenly just dropped off and is dead last. We have Naz on the inside there, so despite a wing change that we lost 5-6 seconds in the pits, we have actually still managed to be ahead of him after a few laps. So pace looking really good, and now we're behind Harrianto. Will we go for a move on the inside here? Yes, we do. We just don't have any time to waste, and we have to get these moves done immediately because we're just so much faster than these cars at the moment. I'd say this McLaren's a fairly, I'd say top 10 or top 8 car. Like, I think it could finish in top 8, top 10 easily. But as you can see, that is actually the safety car coming out now, and that's Vettel parked up on the left there. I'm not entirely sure if he's out of the race. We've got a message saying he's out of the race, but yeah, I don't think he's out of the race, just having problems there. And we're pitting now to put a new set of soft tyres, I think it was. And indeed it is. We're pitting now for soft tyres because we're at the back anyway. There's literally no point, like, well, there's no loss in pitting for new set of tyres. And we put on the softs, and the car ahead of us seems to have done the same. And we'll get to see now with the safety car coming in if we can actually do something with these tyres, and hopefully make our way back up the grid with like last. And yeah, now on the restart we're on inside of Sainz, and we're side by side on the straight now. He's got section on wear line, so he'll be going much faster than us on the straight right now. And will he go for a move on down the inside on wear line? No, he doesn't, but we do. Down the inside of both of them, it seems. Wear line decides to give us extra space there, and we decide to give him extra space at turn 2, going all the way onto the outside curb. And thankfully no contact this time, unlike what we had earlier. We move ourselves up to 20th already in 2-3 corners, so yeah, that's decent for us so far. We have to keep this going, we have to keep this form going to at least finish in the top 10, pick up some points. And we think about going down the inside of Magnussen, but we back out of it in the last minute. Oversteer on the exit. Will we go down the inside? No, we don't. We trick him, but we try to go round the outside here. This will be mad if we pull this off. And round the outside, we actually do it. We actually sold it. And moving up to 19th now. We're right behind Gutierrez, and he's on the super soft tyres. So it'll be interesting to see if he's actually faster than us at this point. But again, throwing a dummy on the inside, trying to put him off. And on the exit, we get a bit of oversteer, which is not great at all. But we're in the slipstream, and there's a massive train of slipstream right here, about 3-4 cars. And you can see Vettel's actually pulled the gap on Gutierrez on the straight. We'll go down the inside of Gutierrez. Vettel too, maybe? No, we don't. We're back out of that. And yeah, we've gone past Gutierrez now. Now we're right behind Vettel, who was having problems early in the race. And we're behind him now, batting for 16th place, which is quite amazing. And going down the inside of him as well, up to 16th place, right behind Grosjean. So we've made 6 places in about 2 laps, so that's nice, it really is. We have to keep this going, and 10th place is not too far ahead. Down the inside of these two as well, into this hairpin, and we're already up to 14th. And next car ahead is Ricciardo, who was also having problems earlier. And yeah, a bit of lock up there into this hairpin. But the car ahead of him is Haryanto, who we were battling with earlier. And on with the DRS now on the straight. Let's see if we're close enough to make a move down the inside just like the others. No, we're not, and knowing that Red Bull's pretty good on the braking, there's no point really risking it there. But we've actually picked up a decent run out there. He's covered the inside, we've gone round the outside of Ricciardo in through that fast right-hander, and we're up to 13th place. So he covered the inside, but we just took the outside and had it there. And we're now right behind Haryanto, who's got the Mercedes engine. But we've now got Red Bull Ricciardo going down inside of us. And that's pretty opportunist by him, knowing that I was backing out behind Haryanto. He's got much better momentum. And out of the last corner, he's got better momentum too. And he's with the better engine and the less drag on his car. He's probably going to go for it. Or is he? He's still on the inside, but decided to go even wider so we don't hit Haryanto. And right here we have to back out once again because of the cars ahead going too slow. But we have managed to hold off Ricciardo, it seems, somehow. And into turn 4 we've passed another 2 cars here, Haryanto and Palmer. And Palmer being a pretty poor driver, I'm not too surprised to go past him there. But a few shots. But yeah, just going around the inside of him there. But we have Ericsson as well, round the outside of him into this hairpin. And we're up to 10th place, we're in the top 10, and he's backed off for some reason. But yeah, it's been a hectic restart. We've passed about 12 cars in 3 laps, so I'll take that, I'll definitely take that. And we're now right behind Kvyat, who's in 9th place, and I think that's Ericsson now in 11th, or is that Palmer? Them two having a battle. But on the back of Kvyat now, we open DRS in rich mix, and that should be an easy move for us. Pretty surprising considering he has the Ferrari engine, but I'm not going to complain at this point. It was probably running in lean mix or standard mix, so yeah, that's my only explanation for that easy overtake, because this engine's not really that good at all, and we're now on the back of Perez, who's on the medium tyres, so his tyres should be better than ours at some point. But when we go round the outside of him as well, just like we did on Ricardo, we're still side by side. We're actually purple at the moment somehow, and yeah, that was surprising also, but we couldn't make that mistake around the outside of Perez, and we just have to settle behind him at this point and try and use the DRS on the straight. And as you can see, he has a red light flashing on the back of his car. It's stopped now, but it looks like he was saving a bit of curves, and now we have the DRS and slipstream. We go around the outside of him, and pretty easy overtake on him as well. Just seems like it. All the other drivers are just saving fuel at this point, and yeah, us being able to run and reach, we're just blasting past them on the straight with the DRS and slipstream. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain too much, because it's making it slightly easier for us. And I think that's Massa ahead and Verstappen pitting. So the next car ahead of us is now Alonso. So we're up to sixth now, fifth and sixth for McLaren at this point, but we still need to make a pit stop, and I think that's another Williams in front of the McLaren, or in front of Alonso there. And yeah, skipping on to like end of lap 17 here, and I think that's Alonso. Yeah, our teammate Alonso's pitting, and I think that's Bottas as well pitting. So yeah, we're up to fourth now, and we've only 12 laps to go. We have to think about what strategy to do, to go on mediums now and push throughout the whole of last stint, or do we stretch this stint out and just go for softs towards the end. And catching on to Hulkenberg now a few laps later on lap 20, and he hasn't pitted yet. The car ahead of us had pit, I think. I'm not too sure it was ahead of us. I think it was Hamilton actually. Yeah, he's pit, and now he's right behind us on the soft tyres. At this point, I already know that he's got mega pace today, so our fight is not with him today at all. We just have to focus on picking up as much points as we can, or as many points as we can. And with Hulkenberg now out front of us, we have to get past him as soon as possible. We try to go around the outside into this corner here, where we go wide, and being on the worn tyres, yeah, it's going to be hard to make that move. But right here, we're just trying to tuck up behind him, and we end up going wide again. I wasn't even trying to overtake there, just end up going wide and pick up a 3-second time penalty there. So yeah, forgetting about the tyre deck and not really concentrating too hard at this point, and we're gaining the slipstream and DRS on him right here, but we're not really going for the move at this point. And yeah, I'm planning on pitting this lap, because as you can see, the tyres have definitely worn out a lot, and it'll be crucial to pit this lap and go on to a new set of soft tyres. And as you can see there, we are on 70%, so the tyres have pretty much hit the cliff. No grip at all, and I probably should have pitted the lap before, but thought I could stretch out another lap and try and tuck up behind Hulkenberg. And yeah, coming now, he decides to pit as well actually, so forcing the crew must be ready at this point when we come into the pits, making sure not to speed, otherwise that would ruin our race. And it'll be crucial to see if we actually jump Hulkenberg or not. What kind of pit stop do we get this time? 2.2, and it's not too bad. It's pretty good pit stop, but Forcinia must have got an even better pit stop, because they're still ahead, comfortably ahead. I'd say maybe a second at this point. But into turn one we go. You can see the two Williamses there. Therefore, they're still in front of us, and we got really close to Hulkenberg there on the exit. But yeah, we have to get past him as soon as possible so we can challenge the Williams up front. We look to go down the inside here with brake much later, and we have made this move stick. We're up to 6th place. Next car ahead is Valtteri Bottas, and I believe ahead of him is Felipe Massa. So yeah, I think 4th place is in sight at this point. I'm not too sure who's in 3rd, but they do look about 4, 5, maybe 6 seconds ahead, so that's probably out of reach at this point. As you can see, Hamilton's set at 33.3 on his soft tyres, and yeah, I'm gonna take note and see like what I end up setting on these tyres, brand new tyres as well. Rich Mitt is coming across the line now. We set, that was our out lap, so it's a 53.0, but next lap we'll get to see what we set. I want to see what our race pace is like compared to Hamilton, because that Merc is the benchmark at this point. And coming now right behind Bottas, and we're tucked up right behind Bottas now, and we've opened DRS, we've got slipstream, but I have no power on the straight, no power. And yeah, you can see just literally not being able to close on the straight, but we tried to get down the inside here, around the outside in this corner, and yeah, we just made that stick. So unless unless the Williams is suffering with aero, or Bottas just being cautious, I don't know, it's one of the two for sure, because I didn't expect them to be that slow through that corner at all. But we're up to 5th now, we're right behind Massa, and now we'll get to see if we have any straight line speed, even with DRS in rich mix. We've got both of them now. Massa's got nothing, like no DRS or anything, or slipstream, and we're barely gaining on him. We're barely gaining on him, and yeah, we're barely gaining on him, and yeah, the engine's just terrible at this point, and it's going to be really hard to make a move unless we try our party trick once again down the inside here. Will we go for it? Yes, we go very, very late on the brakes there, and it looks like we've actually moved up to 4th. So yeah, I wasn't expecting him to break that early, and as soon as we overtake him, we've actually gone purple on our delta as well. So we set the fastest ever sector 1 with a bit of oversteer on the exit, nearly lost the car, but we're up to 4th now, and yeah, that was pretty surprising. Like I said, I didn't expect him to break that early, and this car being good on the brakes is pretty crucial. But as you can see there, we've set a 34.0, and Hamilton set, what was it, 33.3, 33.4 or something like that, I can't remember, but it's like at least 5-6 tenths off him, and gap to Verstappen's 4.2. Can we bring it down this lap? Yeah, we brought it down to 3.2 actually. We're not even setting the best of laps, our tyres have dropped off, and 3 laps to go now, well 2 laps to go now, it still kept that 3.2 seconds, so we gained 1 second on 1 lap earlier, but after that we just didn't really gain that much, and again closing only 3 tenths on this last lap, and now we've come on to the last lap, and yeah, the gaps pretty much stayed the same, and Verstappen being on the medium tyres, his tyres won't be degrading that much, and yeah, so Hamilton now takes the win. So yeah, 25 points for him, and the car he has is pretty dominant at this point. I'd say Mercedes is still the benchmark this season, probably will be throughout the season. Red Bull look pretty strong in qualifying, but nevertheless we come across the line to finish 4th. We were dead last at some point, and we've come up to finish 4th, so I'll definitely take that. We've got a podium last time in Australia, but like I said there, it was lucky, I'd say, because everything just came to plan, and it just played into our hands there. And here we had bad luck, but we still finished 4th. Pretty surprising. Maybe the safety car definitely helped us out after that incident, but I felt like the pace was there to finish 4th on raw pace anyway, so I'll take it, and hopefully we can improve the car throughout the season, and hopefully be in the fight to Mercedes. And 27 seconds behind that finish there, and Alonso down in 10th, 40 seconds. So yeah, we're off the pace, that's for sure, and it'd be interesting to see what Ferrari does throughout the season, because as you can see, they're not doing too great. I'm only 23 points behind Hamilton at this point, so I've not given up on the title fight yet. Constructors looking okay-ish, but yeah, like I said, I'm still gunning for that title. I want that driver's title this season. If we can improve the car, that'll be nice. And now you can see the points we've gained, and like how we've matched our achievements, the goals and that, and those are the scores. I don't really pay too much attention to them, but yeah, that's pretty much it from this video, and you get to see now the upgrades we might bring, and you can see we're the 6th fastest car there. I'm not too sure what to improve next yet. I might not improve anything from this race, because, well, I don't really have enough resource points to go for anything massive, but definitely after next race I'll probably go for something downforce related or drag, so we'll get to see that in the next episode. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and catch you guys in the next episode as we race around Shanghai. Cheers.